Hi, have you noticed that songs and artists are becoming more and more similar to one another? There's a reason for this. And if we don't want to end up basically listening to the same song forever, in a loop, then we need to understand the difference between a piece of art and a product. Let's dive in. Take a look at these two objects. It's pretty obvious that the box of milk is a product and the painting is a piece of art. But is it? Think about this. The painting was made by someone who sat down, chose some colors, came up with a creative idea and turned it into this painting. But the box was also made by a person who took the time to choose colors, come up with an idea and made it as beautiful as possible. One could argue that this is also a piece of art. Well, it's not. You see, a product is something that is made specifically to be sold. It can be a table, a chair, a painting, or even a song. On the contrary, a piece of art, although it can also be a table, a chair, a painting, or a song, its main purpose is to deliver someone's emotional expression. And this is a very important difference. To put it simple, a product is made for people to like it and buy it, while art is made to express emotions. Now, I'm not saying that art cannot be packaged to be sold or that artists should not take in consideration their audience's taste. I'm saying that the goal, the reason for its existence, is to deliver the artist's internal state. You see, the process of creating a product and the process of creating a piece of art can be similar in the way that they both involve creativity, but they are essentially very different. When we create a product, the process starts with analyzing the consumer. Questions like, what does the consumer like? What does the consumer buy? So when we create products, we give to society what they are asking for. On the other hand, when we create art, we start from the inside of ourselves with questions like, what do I feel? What do I need to get out of my system? What do I feel society needs to hear? Think about it like this. I learn what people want. I grab what is out there, I combine it with itself, and I deliver a product. It's like making a clone without it ever getting influenced by my experiences or by my emotional state. But when I make art, I let the outside world go through me, and then I create something from the inside to the outside. So instead of making clones of what's already out there, the artist works like a mirror. This effect allows society to reflect itself, understand itself, analyze itself. But products, disguised as art, are dangerous. They provoke a loop in our growth. This is what is happening in the music industry. In the Latin music industry, for example, it used to be that a new rhythm and a new style of music would come out every couple of years, going from mambo, salsa, cumbia, merengue, lambada, axé, bachata, and reggaeton. But then we got stuck in the loop. Reggaeton started in the late 90s and it hasn't left, not because it's better than all the other styles, but because the industry is cloning itself. Don't get me wrong, songs that are created as a product are very satisfying to listen to, and there's nothing wrong with that. And I'm also not saying that all well-produced music is not art. My point is more on the importance of keeping art alive. You see, for artists, there is always this internal debate between keeping your art exactly as it came out of you or changing it for people to like it and buy it more. And the truth is that the more the artist considers what the people want, the less honest and artistic the result is. And it's very difficult to keep a balance between those two things, especially because artists, just like everyone else, need to make a living. That's why we, as society, need to understand this and learn to value honest artists. Because artistic expression is the most important way we have to recognize our failures and grow. Now, think of artists like the Beatles, Bob Marley, Nirvana, Björk, Radiohead. Each one made an impact in their generation because they gave us the tools to see and understand ourselves, our needs and our struggles. Artists like that are still around and they always will be, but it's up to us to support them and to give the space for honest art to continue existing, to help us evolve into a better society. This is Alan's Theory. Let's keep it creative.
Are you a rich man?
When you mean rich, what you mean?
You have a lot of possessions? A lot of money in the bank?
Position make you rich? I don't have that type of richness. My richness is life.